everybody! Welcome back to Danganronpa. When we last left off, Kyoko has declared war against Monokuma, or the mastermind, you can say. And the deal is that we are going to redo Mukuro's trial, but we also have to figure out the identity of the mastermind and solve all the mysteries inside the school. If we do, hope wins. If we don't, everyone dies. Unfortunate. But we are investigating the school now. I left off at a pretty angry moment, so, but I'm prim and proper now. I'm ready to go. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so we still have to check the headmaster's room. We checked out the bio lab, we checked out the Monokuma door. So all we have to do search is the headmaster's room and the second floor dormitory. Okay. So let's go to the third floor, because I think this is where the headmaster's room is. No? It was on the fourth floor, wasn't it? Oops. Data center. Yeah, that's the headmaster's room. Okay, let's get going. Ooh, it's quite fancy. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Makoto. It's you. Oh, Byakuya. Okay, so let's check out what we have to do in here. Papers. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. What's this?
Come on.
Hey Makoto.
Not possible.
Are you ignoring me? You think I'll forgive you just because you're you?
Such ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. What? Oh, you're supposed to be first? Well, you came at the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? I always do. Oh, whoops. Show me that interesting thing. What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on the top of that pathetically, ostentatious, desk. Student roster. Wait, number 78, that's, Mukuro. It contains the profiles of all of us, and Mukuro.
So in other words...
Apparently, class number 38, sorry, my voice is kind of dry. Class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room, it said number 78. That's right. It also mentioned class number 78. This must be, sorry, my mind is kind of off. This must be where Kyoko got that page. All the voices are... okay. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words...
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. It seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? Talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled. She must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. What's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So in other words...
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro than we still didn't have. Ugh, keeps doing that even though I'm right-clicking. Yes, more information about Mukuro. Give me some of that too. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing to you? You can read, can't you? It seems to be a sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, but close but just out of reach. Also, that's what she looks like. Huh. Cool. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. It's just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all responsible measures. Could Mukuro be related to the tragedy? Could that be it? Mukuro was part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about that now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seems to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. It would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class, number 78. It should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. Yeah, I already saw it. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it lists her vitals 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? You're asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse. Maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean? Wait, is he trying to say there's a chance that the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you would do with that information is your business. I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. But the body is gone. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Give me some of that advice. Advice? For me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. Oh, well, you know. Not that we're getting along. He's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. You're just salty that she's smarter than you, Byakuya. Calm down. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. Hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Okay. Apparently that's us. It has the profiles on me and everyone I met at the beginning, and Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro was apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. Mukuro Ikusaba, part of the Ultimate Despair, which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. But then, why would the Mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? Hey, flashbacks. The sword. Her trophies, and even a shield in this display case. Okay, am I done? Maybe there's some books here. The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. Okay, I think I'm done here. Now we have to head to the dorms. To the dorms. Now, I don't actually remember where they are, so I'm just gonna walk around and hope I find them soon. This must be it, right? Looks like it. So let's check it out. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. Okay. Whoa. This is the second floor of the dorms? Looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. Oh. Oh, there's blood there too? Ooh. I'm guessing this is just a bathroom. These are bathrooms. Huh? What is that? A giraffe head in the locker? This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Wow, this place really was used like a battlefield. It looks like this locker is already broken. It's gonna make me check out all the lockers. Good. More blood there. More there. This place is freaky. What's this? Like an office. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It's more like adult. It has more adult atmosphere. Well, Kyoko said that the second floor dorms were for the staff.
Correct.
Oh, there she is. This is a headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Well, what's that regret? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking of something. Probably shouldn't bother her. Okay. This. The desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Wait, but I see that little piece of paper. What's this? Like a door. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is this some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So,
There's a gap here, but not just a normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. Breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. Tell us how. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password, and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is that it's made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. Right, it's nearly not enough to go on.
it's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Oh, does it say the same thing? Let's rotate, because I want to see what that piece of paper is. No, not that. Okay. A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using this, using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. Wait, is this still the desk? Yes. It's still the desk?
It would seem. However,
Hmm. Let's see the computer. The PC on the desk must belong to the headmaster.
it would seem.
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. You see, it still has some search results left on it. You might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair?
However,
There's not much though. Nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people, whose driving force comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
whew,
But I guess that's the best we could do to complete, as a complete Kurigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands
Correct.
on. I see. A good outlook to have. The ultimate despair is meant to blah 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 blah. Jeez. There's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, we want to get in there. We need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure out, no way I stand a chance. No wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
what?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just trying to think of the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that she would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Hey, here we go. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, then that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay? In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing in it... Ooh, it was right. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
why?
Why? Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room, She looked grim. Kyoko? Well, let's check it out. And a secret room should have lots of stuff. Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was only fixated on one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Oh, is that a picture of her as a baby? Better check out that suspicious present for me. What if it's like a birthday present for her? There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should I open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? Do you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprisingly probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway,
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What is it? Oh my god! Don't tell me those are the... those are like his bones from like the beginning from what I was talking about last time, right? His bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Kyoko, tell me. Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just have a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
Were you found in the box? I thought so. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? Same man she's been searching for? Hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So the same person may have well been the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, The headmaster is a man in his late 30s. Seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but the killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Oh, I didn't see it that way. That makes sense. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school. The only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words,
that most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. Kyoko explained her analysis. She was completely calm. No, wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there is? But was all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing that there was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Sitting room present as meant la 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 la. I want to see the cute picture of Kyoko. Huh? This picture. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, this is a picture of... Hey, Kyoko!
why would you?
Well, it's annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? And I was right. Picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? Wanted to face him and tell him myself. To cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Photo of Kyoko and the headmaster has been blah 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 blah. Some files on here? The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay, then, if you don't mind. Staring from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this... It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. Found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
in other words,
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. That's what that is. I think you're probably right.
it would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko, I don't need it. if you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Headmaster's e-handbook has been that's blah 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 blah.
Hey,
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? Of course you can. Favor? What is it?
so...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey,
Did you leave? Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko? Don't worry. I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a
I
second.
need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the fact of what's happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. Sorry.
Anyway,
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then, see you later. This place was the last place we checked that was on the list. Is she really okay? Kyoko must really be a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. He killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. He killed him. The headmaster is dead. So, I guess what I said before was right. That the person that was shot into the, with that rocket thing at the very beginning was the headmaster. And the guy had black hair too, just like in the photo. Oh. The one leading Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the headmaster the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the file, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, he's somewhere in this school right now. You were wrong about that. Headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but... Okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. 16 of us met in the main hall. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Oh god, don't show me all that again. Man, that just makes me sad. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. You know, I'm having a theory about her corpse. The only ones still left alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive, and there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be it. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Okay. the area. We've checked everywhere we need to. I guess we have to check out the entire place. Okay, we saw that giraffe. Those are the bathrooms. Those are the stairs. This. These classrooms. This. Another dorm. Whoa. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom. A big pile of rubble. There are more papers here. That is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. Just garbage. Where are these papers? Yeah, there isn't anything here. Okay, let's see if there's something here we can find. We made it to the locker room. There doesn't seem to be anything necessarily... I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how to get the locker open. After all, pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. You have to use your e-handbook to open those up. What does that mean? Well, let's just give it a try. Took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Wait, but... what about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Ah. Okay, let's give it one more try. Okay, go. Hey. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. How about these? Let's see what's inside. Nothing here. The next one. Got anything inside? Ah, there we go. This thing is practically empty inside. Practically, but there is something important here. There's just one thing. Some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure who it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly, just like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must be really sorry, I don't know that word. Meticulous. Is that what it is? Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them in as our hope for the future. Their only genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as a foundation for the new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had said to me. Had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. Wait, Kyoko wrote this? This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was. I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. Couldn't be anyone else. If this belongs to Kyoko, what is it doing in this locker? And what she wrote completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hadn't seen her dad since she left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. But this was Byakuya saying to keep an eye out for Kyoko, wasn't he? Guess his intuition was right. The headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. When I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does this mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? What does that say? Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There is a second despair. Oh. What are we supposed to do now? Oh, I see another locker in here. Something. Okay, there's another. Does this work? Get inside? Whoa. Looks like a bunch of stuff Hero would have. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in their part of life. In every part of their life. Like something Hero would have. This is crystal ball. Huh? Crystal ball? No, can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Izzo. All kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuffed this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. The moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Yasuhiro Hagakure? What? Oh no! How did he get up here? What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook has also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes. Which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. Wait, but at the beginning... Oh! It's a good thing that I looked back on older videos because I saw that during the Yasuhiro introduction, he said stuff like I was holed back like 2-3 years or something. Because he said he was, I think 22? He said he was 22. And all the ultimates are supposed to be teens, right? And obviously 22 is no teenager. So that's probably why. Oh, okay. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. We were all sucked into this evil world. We never had a chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Locker notebook has been added to la 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 la. the more I see, the less it makes sense. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the locker that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seemed to belong to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems to belong to, it seems like it belongs to Kyoko. Some kind of explanation. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. I have to believe in everyone. Okay. What else is there? Are these broken ones? Not even gonna try. The area? Oh, is the finale about to begin? Ooh,
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely?
I guess so.
Then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
That's pretty smart. ASA possible. What? Now he wants to give us a hint? Suspicious. There's no doubt about that. Could be a trap. Even knowing that. He said to go to the gym, right? Ugh, bumping into Hiro. Ugh. Oh, hey Hiro. Ah, Makoto. Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Huh? Hiro, wait. There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hiro? Looks like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. He has to be... has he been hiding something this whole time? Let's just check what the Monokuma has to say. Ooh, Makoto's alone in this cutscene. Usually you see all the students standing around.
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? I mean this? It's not actually in front of me, it's diagonal to me. This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Whoa, what? Ooh. What? Wait, is everyone here except Makoto? Yeah, there's Celeste, Mondo, Leon, Mukuro, Sayaka, Hiro, Sakura, Ifumi, Taka, On. You know, since it's getting around the end of the game, I'm gonna cut all the On jokes and just call her Junko. Okay, Junko, Kyoko, Chihiro, Toko, Aoi, and Byakuya. Where's Makoto? Oh, weird. And they all have sort of matching uniforms. What's going on here? Featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who had come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. He's the only one I don't recognize. It's Mukuro Makoto, obviously. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. And Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, and we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba? And this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, having everyone here posed like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Makoto wasn't even in that picture. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 students, not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't even remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka. The first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in this picture. But what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. Though, I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kinda getting in the way standing there, you know? Oh, I mean, get out. But I told you, I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. He's kind of broken again. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Group photos, la 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 la. So weird. Can't even make sense of it all. So in the end, all I found in the gym is even more confusion. Yeah. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. Weird. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which could mean everyone but me. Maybe I should ask everyone directly. And that should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Jeez. Freaky deaky. But I think we're gonna end things here today. This has been one confusing investigation. I think even more confusing in the Celeste case. And that was confusing. But we're finding a lot of new stuff about the old headmaster, or Kyoko's father. We're finding out that Kyoko probably, most likely, lied about not talking to him and stuff, according to that notebook. And Hiro, I'm just guessing that since from what he said at the beginning of I got held back like 2-3 years, I don't really remember. And that's the reason why his stuff is there. I don't think it has anything with him being like a what's his name? Mastermind? I don't think so, because with the theory I have in mind, Hiro isn't even involved in it. It's other people. But in that picture, we've already seen like 2 more of those. One that had Leon, Chihiro, and Mondo. The other one had Celeste, Hifumi, and Sayaka. And then the rest of them here. I honestly thought those photos were just of the people who died. But when I saw like Toko, Byakuya, and Kyoko there, like that's not the case. And more importantly, why is Makoto there? And I'm kind of worried, like, is that a sign that everyone's gonna die except him? Because if not, that's gonna totally suck. But I don't know. It's really confusing. But I'm sure once we talk to everyone and when the trial starts, things will start to like ease up. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.